one of the really interesting outcomes was that an Irish plane leasing company seized half of Aeroflot's planes. And most European countries have decided not to allow Russian planes to land at their airports. So that little bit of either actual or perceived freedoms that they could travel abroad, that's gone. That's going to affect average Russians. You may not have been able to afford, the latest television import from Japan, but it was there for you if you could. And some of that may be gone. When I was there in the 90s, Russians used to travel to Turkey to get all kinds of imported goods and come back with them in the hull of the plane. And that's how they imported stuff. Well, those days are gone. They were importing stuff directly into Russia. Well, all of a sudden, that direct route of importation could be gone. So a lot of those Western goods that, you live in a pretty lousy climate, in a pretty lousy place, and things that made life bearable, I think are going to be gone. The other thing that's kind of interesting to me, how all this plays, it's like, well, what matters? I can't travel abroad. I can't import foreign goods. The ruble has devalued and inflation is high. None of that may matter as much as something as simple as Russian teams are not allowed to play in the competitive soccer or football leagues. That's something that if you were somewhere in Siberia, you could turn on your television and watch Russians play football. When I was there, nobody told me that their biggest problem was the loss of Ukraine. And nobody told me that their problems would be solved by bringing Ukraine back into the fold. However, you did see and hear a loss of pride from Russia's decline as, the other pillar in the bipolar world, or the other pole in the bipolar world, and the loss of the Soviet Union. So it may be that the idea that this war is going bad is what would bring Russians out against it. If it were going well, they might have been in favor of it. It may have been like, hey, we're a superpower and we're putting it all back together.